On the morning of 7 October, a barrage of about 5,000 rockets were fired from Hamas-controlled Gaza against multiple Israeli cities, marking the start of Operation Al-Aqsa's Flood.
Forgive me, I have a slightly unelegant position, but we have just had a massive barrage of rockets coming in here, not too far from us, so we have had to take shelter here.
Simultaneously, using modified drones carrying explosives, Hamas targeted Israel's border security systems. This allowed Hamas militants to infiltrate Israel using paragliders. Hamas fighters then destroyed sections of the border fence using explosives and bulldozers, allowing even more Palestinian militants to enter Israel via at least 7 locations on motorbikes and pickup trucks. Additionally, Hamas also conducted an amphibious landing in Zikim using rubber boats. For hours, Hamas militants roamed the streets of Israel, raiding houses and shooting Israeli civilians. At least 1,300 Israeli civilians were killed, including at least 260 people who were massacred at a music festival in Re'im, and around 150 Israeli and foreign hostages were taken by Palestinian militants. Hamas reached as far as 24 kilometers from the border. Israel would then respond by mobilizing more than 300,000 reservists and launching a counteroffensive against Hamas. As of the making of this video, Israel has recaptured its territory and is preparing for a large-scale ground invasion of Gaza. But that is beyond the scope of this video. On 10th of October, Israel claimed to have killed at least 1,000 Hamas fighters, showing the scale of the attack. Due to the sheer violence, at least 44 countries have denounced the Hamas attack. In contrast, some countries in the Middle East, such as Iran, congratulated Hamas. I wonder why. Now let's take a look at what went wrong. For starters, Israel has 3 primary intelligence agencies with different responsibilities. Mossad is responsible for foreign intelligence, similar to the American CIA. Shin Bet is responsible for domestic intelligence, including Palestinian territories, like the American FBI. And lastly, Amman is responsible for military intelligence. While monitoring Palestinian communication channels, talks among Hamas members gave Israeli intelligence officers the impression that they wanted to avoid another war with Israel following the 2021 conflict. It is unknown whether these intercepted calls were real or staged. In fact, Egypt has informed Israel regarding a possible Hamas attack, but since there is no concrete evidence, this warning was ignored. As a result, Israeli intelligence were more focused on other areas such as the West Bank and Lebanese militants at Israel's northern border. Israel's array of border security systems include cameras, sensors, and machine guns that are remotely operated. Over the years, the Israeli military has become overly confident in their security systems. Hamas was able to cripple these remote systems by destroying Israeli communication towers and machine gun towers using drones carrying explosives. And when the border fences were breached, Israeli soldiers in the control rooms did not receive any alarms, and many Israeli soldiers were shot while they were still asleep in their barracks. Due to this over-reliance, the number of soldiers deployed along the Gaza border were also significantly reduced, and the bulk of Israel's standing army were directed towards the West Bank. Another operational failure is that many Israeli army leaders were located at a single base along the border. And once this border base was overrun by Hamas, most of the senior Israeli officers were either killed, injured, or taken hostage. This, combined with the disruption of communication caused by Hamas drone attacks, prevented a coordinated Israeli military response.